A lot of times on roads, just like this one, where the best spot is you know, right in the middle of the road. You know, because it's a travel way for all the predators running through, especially like this one's going back into a little gravel pit. But the thing is if you stake down here, what's going to happen is your whatever you catch is going to get stolen. It can't sit, whatever you, coyote, fox, bobcat, whatever, you can't catch it here in the middle of this road. Especially the closer we get to deer season, and think that you're going to have anything. All it'll be is just your trap gone and a blood spot on the ground. That's what it'll be. The reason I know that is because it's happened many times. You know, just trying to get away with stuff. And I always get burned on it, but I keep doing it. But I'll use drags in these spots now, because then I didn't trust drags, just like a lot of you guys out there, or ladies, don't trust drags because you've heard horror stories. And it seems odd setting something here where you want it to take off with your trap. But just try one, and then the more you use them, the more confidence you'll build. I tell everybody, anything anybody tells you, me, Clint, anybody, don't switch over to doing something that anybody says 100% when you hear about it. Go out and do a 1, 2, 6, something like that. Don't do your whole damn line like that. I don't care what it is. I don't care if they're giving away free gold to do it, you don't do it. But it'll allow you to set up in spots like this where you don't have to have as much worry about stuff getting stolen. But you can't have your drag laying in the road, like on a farmer's lane, you know, where he's going to run over it. And this will give you options to set up them spots on state and federal farmers lane, stuff like that, where they're not going to run over your drags, you're not going to see them, your catch is going to be not exposed. So anyways, is you know, like you got woods trails, you got farmers lanes, stuff like that. If you want to use like a drag so ammo isn't caught here in the middle, what you don't want to do is you don't want to take your drag and just throw it out there. People run over it if you're on federal land, state land, whatever, and your trap will be gone, and it'll be in their tire. Or if you're trapping on farmers' properties, they start running over drags and get them rammed in their tires and wrapped up in their equipment, they're not going to be happy. You know, so basically out of sight, out of mind. What I got here is I got a number 2 Duke with a number 3 Bridger pan put on it. But there's different ways you can do it. One way you can do is you can take the drag and bury it over here. Just run your chain in underground. That's one way. This way, this is like my micro location. You can see this is a pretty good spot here. What I'm gonna do is, I'm using this as my backing. I'm gonna go out here about where I figure they'll be standing. I'm gonna dig me a hole out. Get rid of some of these rocks. Dig her out a little bit more. You got to get that deep enough where you get your chain down in there and your drag. Oh, caught the chain already. So see, already a success. Get that chain down in there. It's gonna take and put that over the top, get the rocks out. Now I usually like to have my bed real tight, you know, about the size of the trap, and then it's easier to, you know, get it solid. I'm going to bed that trap right in there. You want to make sure you get your trap good and solid. The other thing is you don't want to do is you don't want to have your trap down in a bowl, because you don't want them to have to step down into it, a big bowl. Also, because they'll just step across it. The other thing is you don't want to create a pool when it rains. This is where the water's going. So I figure when that coyote comes up here, where I'm gonna have my lures right back in there, and this about where he's gonna stand. I don't have a 9 and 3 thought pattern, more of a where's the coyote gonna stand, because that coyote don't know he's supposed to be at 9 and 3, you know. So I want my pan to be my low spot, just slightly lower. If you don't have a whisk broom works good for blending in sets and stuff like that. Some of this will age. Some of it I'll do now. I can move some of that around, make it look more natural, like it's, I don't want no big sticks on there. So I like to have a well blended in set, almost where you come back, and if your trap isn't set off, you know, you have a hard time finding it. I mean, this one we went because it's a flat set, but like I said, I don't want to get no big sticks on there, someplace they won't want to stand on. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna do is take some lure. I'm gonna smear it right underneath there, like so. Just leave it right there, and that's why where I figured the figure the approach. They'll be running down one of these lanes, swing right in here, and that'll be just where they step to step up into this. Another thing is you can do is if you don't like the way it looks, you can change minor things about it just to block them off, make it look natural, like so. Like so. And that's like a natural. I mean, it looks like the surrounding. Anywhere we're building a fence like you would, say beaver trapping or something. But don't be afraid to move around bushes and stuff like that to kind of block them in to where puts them right on location in your spot. But if you do the drags on spots like this, the farmers won't be mad because you're tearing up their equipment, and you can trap these key locations, because it doesn't get any better than this. Mrs. Travel, Coyote Travel Center 101.